Okay, here we are in the laundry room downstairs. Looks like just a regular coin-op laundry, hired out by a reliable commercial service. I believe this right here is the door to the boiler room, but the key labeled boiler room does not work, nor do any of the other keys. And then I think the doors on either side of this room are storage. So storage for unit 2, storage for unit 4. In this video, I'll go through the common areas. So there's unit 1. Understair storage, unit 2. It's a little dark in here, but I'm not really seeing a light switch. But with this video, I'll walk through the common areas. I believe this door here on the landing is more storage for units 3 and 4. It does have a pretty nice wide stairwell and a big window. This would be west facing. See the yard, basically an identical building across the courtyard. And then there's some self-storage over on that side. And then same thing here, we got units 5 and 6. Up on the top story, this carpet's in half decent shape, especially on the upper levels. As we get a little lower, it gets a little more beat up. Probably not something that needs to get replaced right away, but eventually. So out here, as we step outside onto the front deck, this is noticeably sitting cockeyed at an angle. It's especially low over in this corner. So whatever is, I'm assuming those are just posts, like literally just stuck in the ground. So that would need to get reinforced with something, probably a sonotubes or something like that. You can see this whole thing's kind of leaning downward. Probably not the end of the world. I'm sure the tenants don't care that much, but it's one of those things that you'd want to do to improve the building over time. Overall condition of the exterior, it needs a little bit of love. Some of this belly band wood is starting to swell out, needs to get hammered back into place. I wouldn't say it needs a repaint right away. Well, I say that. Looks like whatever the most recent repaint was, they did a little bit of scraping, but I probably would have opted for a little bit more scraping. So yeah, you're probably going to need exterior paint in the next 2 or 3 years with significant scraping. But, you know, compared to a lot of the multifamily around, it's not in that bad a shape. Looks like for parking, we do have a spot for each unit, and then where my white truck is, there is a guest spot. And I'm thinking there's just the one guest spot. But obviously this is a very deep driveway, so, you know, tenants could park two vehicles easily, one behind the other in their spot. Looks like this is our Northern Waste dumpster. That big brown building over there is mine. This is another sixplex that's between this building and my building. Flat roof. I'm not sure on the age. He might have mentioned it. I'll have to look through the documentation. Obviously, we noticed the sixplex right beside it across the courtyard is identical. I'm sure these were built at exactly the same time. And then just looking in the back, we have a covered stairwell. So each of the units, well, actually, it looks like just the upstairs units have back doors. That's kind of interesting. Wonder if that's a fire safety thing. So obviously the structures here are set on sonotubes, which is definitely required. Most of these windows here I'm seeing from the back are the original wood windows. Only unit 2, the one that was better updated, had the new windows done. I'm seeing some dog feces back here, so I'm not sure if any of these people have pets or not. You do have a lot of apartments in this area. You know, you've got mine that's a B&B there, but most of the rest of the buildings around here, I believe, are just long-term rental apartment buildings. Jim Murphy just bought these 2 triplexes here in the last couple of years. He's another realtor friend of mine. And then as we get kind of past this block and over into the blocks further west of here, it gets into more like single-family duplex, that kind of stuff. So overall, a generally good area. We're super close to the university. In fact, right there, that big building kind of between the blue one and the tan one is one of the university buildings, and then obviously the hospital's just like 2 blocks that way. So hope that helps.